What is up, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of SlabStox Sundays here on the SlabStox YouTube channel while we are bidding on the PWCC weekly auction. And this week, selling on the PWCC weekly auction, I'm joined here by Nate, and we have got 27, Nate, different things selling tonight. And next week, we'll have some more going as well, as you and I have to talk about which baseball cards will be up for sale next week. I can guarantee you one will be up for sale next week because I already put it live. It was Jordan Walker, Nate, because why?
Because that man got called up. Hey, we have any Anthony Volpe, or do we sell that?
Nah, we sold that. We don't got any more.
He's also getting called up.
He is. So we got some different things going tonight. I'll just point out one of them really quickly here. A bunch of different soccer cards, a couple Avengers cards, and then a couple hockey cards as well. But I really want to point out this one because this one I did pick up in Canada, actually, in Toronto last November. I got it as a mint 9.5, which is a Canadian grading company, and then I crossed over to an SGC 9 with the 10 auto. It's at $340 right now. I paid around $340 for us. So hopefully we see it have a nice extended bidding window, which does start in 10 minutes time. Now, tonight, we have got a lot more going on than just the SlabStox Sundays episode. We have a lot more going on than just buying and selling cards because we are joined tonight by a special guest who I'm going to welcome in like right at this exact moment. It is Manny from Thicc Pod, bro. Welcome to the SlabStox Sunday stream.
Thank you for having me. I'm very excited. I also brought something for Nate on the stream right now.
Oh,
Chelsea's car.
Wait, do we support 10th place teams?
we support teams that are in the Champions League here.
Exactly. Manny, bro, thanks so much for joining. For those that don't know Manny, you maybe have not been at a SlabStox Sundays episode because Manny is here just about every single Sunday night, throwing in fun chats in the comments, oftentimes poking fun at Nate, which is why he's on the podcast tonight, honestly. First thing he did was bring up a Chelsea scarf, which is great. It just fits the bill, honestly.
Yeah. I love Nate. I love messing with Nate. I also love your conversation going. So that's what I try to do.
You're almost 11th.
All right.
I mean, you're tied. You're tied.
We are. We'll move on from that because we got a lot to ask Manny tonight. A lot more important things than that. But also, we're one of the last 8 teams left in the Champions League. Don't forget that.
Yep.
What's up, Greg? What is up, Jack? DJ, Quicksilva, Corey, Kenny, Kevin, a lot of people joining the stream tonight. Thanks, everyone, for coming. We'll have a great stream tonight looking at cards here in the PWCC weekly auction, plus talking to Manny. But Manny, before we get into the stream, start talking about some cards, start asking some questions. Introduce yourself. Tell us, who you are, where you're from, and when you started collecting cards.
All right. Well, my name's Manny. Manny being Manny. I got in the hobby so when I was a kid, my uncle it was like forced labor, I should say. He made me, how now we keep track of our cards through Excel.
Yeah.
Well, he had me handwrite all his cards, his Topps cards, like 1980s, 1990s cards. And I thought it was the coolest thing in the world because I'm reading the stats. I'm like, wow, my uncle wants me. But as I'm getting older, I'm like, wow, he just used me. But it got me into the cards. I, like everyone else, most people, I got out of it when I went to college, start playing sports in high school and college, and then got back into it. Not 2018. I love Luka, and I was like, man, I want to get some cards of Luka. And then it just snowballed effect.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Luka also in 11th place in the West?
I better play the Powerball. 11th place. 11.
This is crazy. Actually, also, the Mavericks, dude, they really stink right now. They're really dropping the ball hard.
Kyrie Irving, man, ruined that team.
Yeah,
not good.
No matter how many stats he gets, I'm convinced ruined that team.
We lost.
I agree, man.
Who did we lose to? We just lost to the Hornets, didn't we?
Back to back, I think. Back to back games.
Oh man, it's so bad. But yeah, so I worked for a content group, and I did their content. I helped with their content, did the reels, and I got to meet you guys through it. And I met my co-host Jeremy from Reckless Cards. We're both parents and have kids, and we're like, well, he has a wife that's in the hobby, and I don't. So my wife doesn't want to hear me talk about sports cards. So it's kind of like this podcast was started for my therapy sessions. we just get on, and it's me talking and rambling. And people start realizing that um, I take losses, and that's all I do is take some losses. But it's about the people that you meet, so that's why it's fun going through my journey. I was buying second year Lucas at $50 a pop, Prism pop card. So that's the first loss that everyone figured out about me. So,
Manny, tell us about the name of the podcast.
it is Too Thicc Pod. And the reason why it's Too Thicc Pod, you're probably like, this has nothing to do with cards. It actually is. It's our little tag is sports cards and levity. Jeremy was on Whatnot, and just like how I mess with you guys in the chat, I was messing with Jeremy and Courtney, and they were opening a free box of WWE Prism, and they pulled a dewdrop, and Jeremy was like, "Wow, she's thick," and I was like, "Yeah, she's thick," and then Jeremy called me thick. So then it was like a fun like inside joke where we called each other thick, and we just connected there. It was like, we need to get a podcast started and just have it like we're at a bar. And it's more entertainment value. I tell people on my podcast, do not follow any advice I take. I'm not giving you advice. I'm here for jokes. So you can listen to Jeremy. I'm here for the jokes.
I love it. I love it, Manny. Well, hey, thanks for sharing that. But before we start diving into question number one for you, I want you to talk really quickly about a card that I asked you about. I said, hey, Manny, a couple of cards from tonight. Tell me why you're kind of looking at them and why one might be special to you. I also asked, what's your favorite card you ever bought here in the PWCC Weekly Auction? You said this card right here, this Neymar from 2010, means something to you. So go ahead and talk about it.
All right. So the best card that I've bought was a couple months ago, and I think I talked to you about it. It is the Benzema, and it was his rookie card, first ever made, and it was out of this set, the WCCF set. And what this is a Japanese TC. Basically, if you think about it, it's a TCG game. They used it to play. So the back of the card is all black. The front, the borders are black, so it's very hard to grade. I got a Benzema. It was a PSA 9 or 10. I got to go back through it, but I got it for super cheap because people thought this was just a card. Like if you just got in the hobby and looking for a rookie, this wasn't like the staple rookie of Benzema. Right. So I wanted it. It was a pop like 2, and I grabbed it, and it was a stellar deal, I would say. But this is my favorite card. I want to start collecting these sets because I do like TCG cards as well, and it kind of gives that little card that you don't see too often.
Right. And I actually really enjoy these too. One of the first few cards I bought for soccer back when I was buying some 2018 Topps Chrome Champions League, I actually bought one of the Jadon Sancho. I think it's actually from 2017, 2018 potentially. And that was one of his first ones ever made too. Mm-hmm. He's actually printed and released before the 2018 Topps Chrome. So I had one of those for quite some time, and I have a couple other ones as well. Which is they're very, very cool cards. Mm-hmm. Now, you brought up a soccer card here. We'll talk about some of the other cards in a bit. But something I want to ask you is that I feel like, I saw you at Chip Shawana show. I've seen you at different shows. I saw you Mint last year. And that's coming up this next upcoming weekend. But you always feel like you got a lot of different things. You got the soccer. I know you like basketball, Luka, Mavs, but you like baseball too. And you like non-sports, TCG, all these different things. How do you keep it straight, bro?
I don't. That's probably why I take all these losses, to be honest with you. But I enjoy it. I enjoy it because I get to every subgroup. So like our soccer group, that's probably where I kind of met you mostly, and we kind of connected. Yeah. Those group of individuals that are just soccer collectors and kind of talk with one another are so different than the basketball group and so different from your TCG group. So getting a vast knowledge of every group is kind of like I love to learn. So you're learning the whole hobby, getting into this stuff, and I enjoy it all. I enjoy sports. I enjoy anime. Shout out Bro Namath because he's the one that's put me under his wing and basically teaching me Dragon Ball Z cards. So I'm learning as I go.
Awesome. When you go to a show, and let's say like you've said at Chip Shawana many times, do you feel like that something sells better than the other, or do you always feel like that people are kind of always interested in many different things? And also want to point out really quickly, anyone who's watching the live stream right now, thanks everyone for coming tonight. Feel free to drop comments or questions in the chat throughout the stream, either for myself or Manny, obviously too, as Manny's here until about 9:25 p.m. So Central Time. But Manny, go ahead and answer that question about Chip Shawana and setting up.
So Chip Shawana, this is one thing Jeremy taught me, and I learned quickly. He said there's a region base. So at Shipshewana, a lot of people like the Colts, even Notre Dame alum. They also like even get into Wisconsin. So you're Aaron Rodgers, all those Green Bay Packers, the Bears, the Chicago area, and also Detroit and Ohio. So that section for Shipshewana, because it's a bigger show, if you have those cards, they will sell. There's not that many soccer dealers at first. It's starting to grow. It's starting to grow a lot. I met a lot last time I was there. But there is an example. You learn a ton when you go into a show, and you want to bring everything. So Jeremy and I went to Traverse City, and we brought a case full of soccer that would have competed with people at the National. We were so proud of ourselves. We're like, look at all of our soccer. We have Haaland, we have Mbappe, we have some Messi. We're going to kill it with soccer. We didn't open that case once. Maybe we opened it once for a Haaland base for $5.
Yeah.
But we were disappointed when we took it all up, but we learned that these guys, because they're so far north into Traverse City, they don't get to go down to the Detroit shows and get Pistons, Tigers, Red Wings. So that was moving at that show. So next time we go up, we kind of adapt and bring all those type of cards up there, and they were selling like hotcakes. So when you have to go to a card show, set up, maybe fail, but you learn as you go.
Definitely. Love it. Love the answer. And for myself, I do a lot of buying and selling of soccer cards just at the huge stream the other night. And then set up at Milwaukee show with mostly soccer. I feel like it's hit or miss. Like if no one likes soccer in the building, then you're not going to sell any soccer cards. However, if you're the only place that does have soccer cards and there are people who want soccer cards, then you do really well. So it's it's either way up here or way down here. There's not much in between most of the time.
Yeah. If you go to Michigan, if you're at Michigan shows, Aaron, there's no soccer fan base that I've witnessed yet. It's just Jeremy and I. So
there you go. So not to go there for the soccer cards then.
No.
All right, Manny. I'm going to ask you about soccer because Nate's not back yet. So we're just going to pop onto the soccer card here, and you and I can start debating this bad boy because I know you got some thoughts on it. I want you to share why you're looking at this Kylian Mbappe Orange Job 99 PSA 10.
All right. So when I sent you this card, you're like, we're going to debate. And I was like, oh, no, you're going to kill me. But so what is this? This is a number card out of 99, right?
Yeah.
Mbappe's rookie, France. The reason why I go to this card instead of the Prism World Cup, because that's probably your debate, your counter, is the Prism World Cup. The Prism World Cup card is $10,000 for an out of 99 card. I checked shout out Card Ladder, check Card Ladder just to keep my data. I knew you were going to come with some data. So I was like, I better check. But I believe it's around $10K for that at a price where I could get a Mbappe rookie. And in his France, he just got announced captain. He's going to be breaking records with France for, half the price? I'm going to buy it.
It's way less than half the price. These things are like $1,000. Like this is already almost at what the value is about right now.
Look at the pop. Look at the pop of it.
Yeah, it's 4. So, hey, I have no debate for you that this is not a good card. I actually like these a lot. I used to own the Red Velocity. This card, I passed on a Black Velocity for probably like $600, which was a massive fail. But I really, really like this card. I like the French kit. The PSG version of this card, it actually doesn't say PSG on it. They left PSG off of those cards. The reason why I'm going to debate you, and I guess I'm going to debate the title here too. I don't think this is a rookie, man. I don't think the 2018 Prism World Cup is a rookie either because the rookies in this set, they say rated rookie on it, like Jadon Sancho, Vinicius Jr., that type of thing. Now, maybe the thing is this. I am not going to call these things like not rookies or rookies. I would say either this is a rookie and 2018 Prism World Cup is a rookie or neither are rookies.
Okay.
I don't think it can be one or the other, I suppose. Meaning like if someone is, and this isn't as much at you, I think as maybe people value the 2018 Prism World Cup a ton because like this is printed the same year. It says France. And that's why I think I agree with you. It's like, hey, this is, so I debate the classification. I'm not debating your logic of why it's valuable. I would personally rather have for a rookie card version of 2017 Topps Chroma Select. Both PSG though. So this is one of your first French options.
Yeah. So What do you think about this year's Prism? Because like Julian Alvarez and all of them have the rookie stamp, but it's not technically.
So his is a rookie because I don't think he had any other cards printed in a previous year. He had the sticker, last year, but much like Kevin points out here, that Mbappe had the foot sticker in 2016.
Yep.
But I think Alvarez's rookie year is this year, and he will have 2022, 2023 Topps Chrome Champions League rookies, and those will have rookie logos as well. It's more money, I'd say, back when they weren't putting rookie logos on cards, to be
Okay.
now. Like I said, Jadon Sancho, Vinicius Jr. have rookies on that card, so they would have really messed with people's minds. And thinking if they did throw a rated rookie logo on it, would have definitely got a little interesting, to say the least. All right, Manny, I got another question for you though. If you're ready to move on.
Yeah. Yep.
So you open up, I don't know what day you do it. Maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Maybe it's even today. You open up PWCCmarketplace.com. You go to the weekly auction. Like, what is the very first thing you do, or that you search for, or just tell me that. What's the very first thing you do when you jump on this platform?
So I do open it right when it comes out, because you want to look and put your bids in early.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of what you kind of shrink in your pot, because what is there? There's like 6,000 cards. So if you're one of the first people that are bidding, and you can put your bids in on any cards you want, you have like a kind of a shrinking down, easier way to look at your cards that you want. Right. So that's what I do. But the first thing I do is I look for my PC cards. So I look at Federico, see if there's any in this week. There isn't. I look at Nomar Garcia Parra, which there is one for this week, and that's one of the cards that I want to get for my PC, just because it's out of 100 PSA 9 Flair Showcase. Look how nice. It's a row 0. I just like the look of it. And I've been this guy's the reason why I'm into baseball. I was a kid, and I love the idea of like a cursed team. They haven't won. So, and then I'm watching this team, and this guy comes up and starts playing with his gloves like left and right, and then just swinging at first pitch every time he comes up. And I was like, man, this guy's super good. So this is my guy. My wife is a Derek Jeter fan. So we bought Yeah, we butt heads, but we turned it. I get PC cards where there's Nomar and Derek Jeter on the same card, because it means a lot to me.
Okay, I like it. Question about the Red Sox. So are you like a Red Sox fan right now then?
Oh yeah, I'm a diehard. I go to Fenway when they go like in ALCS and all that.
Manny, were you born in Michigan?
I was.
That's why you went to Michigan State. Are you a fan of any Michigan teams?
Michigan State.
No, like professional teams.
No, or Red Wings. I would say Red Wings, but like my family's from Texas, so everyone's gonna call me a bandwagon fan in the chat. My family's from Texas.
Okay.
So they moved up here when I was born. So every Thanksgiving, I'm watching the Cowboys. I'm watching Dallas Mavericks. So I'm a Dallas Mavericks and Cowboys fan.
Of course, the thumbnail here, you got your Cowboys jersey on.
Yeah, so like my family, my mom, diehard like fan. So I kind of had to follow tradition in that, or I was adopted.
Mm-hmm.
The baseball thing, they weren't really into. My family wasn't into baseball, and I happened to see. I don't know if they covered it in Wisconsin, but there's a channel TBS that when we were kids that only covered Cubs games, and Braves games. And I happened, and it's weird because it's interleague play. I happened to watch the Cubs games, and they were playing the Red Sox, and that's where they were talking about the curse, because Cubs never won, Red Sox never won. So I was like, "Ooh, I like these two teams," and that's when I saw Nomar. The rest is history.
There you go. The rest is history. So this card's ending tonight. I honestly, I did not know you wanted this card tonight. Are you gonna bid this thing after the stream night?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna bid. I'm gonna try to get it. So someone's gonna probably outbid me now.
All right, everyone, you heard it. No more.
It's fine.
No more is his PC player. Back off. Cool. Very, very fun. Talk to me about the hobby now. You said I know you got back in. You said like 2018, which is pre-COVID. So you kind of were back in before the big boom, the big value spike, big viewership goes up. But what do you like? You've lived through it. So what do you see now in the hobby that you're like, wow, I'm a huge fan of this? And maybe what do you think like we can do more of? But first off, what do you see now that you're just like a huge fan of the hobby?
I love the people. I guess the people in the hobby right now, it seems like everyone's having a good time buying what they love. So me, for example, me buying Nomars, me buying Frederico's, and meeting people, I guess, going to card shows. I didn't really go to card shows before COVID, right? So when COVID hit, everyone was selling online. So
Yeah.
like when COVID was over and the market went down, I got to go to card shows and meet people that actually have been in the hobby since they were kids and never left. So talking to them, learning from them, I do enjoy that. Like I told you before, I'll take losses all the time, but the relationships I gain through this hobby is more valuable to me. I mean, I think more and more, like kind of how you brought me on, the collaboration between content creators is amazing, and how we're so close, you know? So I like that. I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot.
I like it. I think that's a great place to look, and a great reason why, through all the ups and downs and different things that's happened in the hobby, so much of it keeps on going, keeps on kicking because of, people like yourself and a lot of other people out there who, still rep the hobby fully, no matter what happens, values up, values down, whatever it might be. So that's great. All right, next phase of that question was, what do you think we can do more of, in the hobby to keep it making a better place? So I think all of us want to strive for just keep on getting better, of course.
Well, I think there is negativity in the hobby, right? It's got to be said. Sometimes it has to be, but to keep positivity, me and like I said, Jeremy and I, he's in the comments right now making fun of me, so I love it. He's enjoying it. So, just go to. I would say if you don't go to shows too, because you would absolutely fall in love. There's so much foot traffic. Everyone's willing to deal. There's some people that are bad eggs, but majority of the people love the hobby, and it's something that we all have in common. And I think people forget that. We're all trying to build it together. And this is like I said, this is a hobby that we enjoy. We love buying cards of athletes. Yeah. So it's not like, I get it. It's like you can make money, but like I said, I enjoy the relationships.
We're all doing the same thing.
Yes. And building on that. So
I agree, man. All right, I'm going to pull up one of the other cards you pointed out here, and I want you to talk about this card and why you think that someday you want this in your PC. This is ending tonight, the 2001 Topps Trade Chrome Ichiro and Albert Pujols rookie BGS 9.5, ending tonight currently at 525 current bid. But tell me about this card.
I mean, if you think about our generation, you think Ken Griffey, Ichiro, Albert Pujols, and to have Albert Pujols and Ichiro on the same card, it's just amazing. It's Topps Chrome. You do see it quite a bit, but not in like a 9.5 or a high grade. They're kind of hard to get. There's a lot of scratches on the Chrome. So I do want to get one of these in the PCs. I actually at Ship Shawana almost bought one, but it was in-person autograph. Like the guy went over and got Ichiro's and Albert Pujols, and I was with in-person. I was like, should I not? Should I? But I just want one that's normal. First.
My dad just gave you a hang loose while walking up the stairs, Papa Slabs.
Yeah, I love Papa Slabs. My wife loves Papa Slabs. She's bummed that you guys aren't going to Mint.
I know, man. I know. That's funny. You don't really see many dual rookies, though, like back in the day. I mean, I know they had the Future Star or whatever they were in, the actual top sets back in the day, and now they have them in Heritage. But, like, this is a legit, like, 2 Hall of Famers on a rookie card together. It's a pretty sweet card, honestly.
Yeah,
pretty sweet card.
It reminds you of doesn't it remind you of, if you do the basketball terms, Magic, Julius, and Larry Bird?
Yeah.
This is just our generation version of it.
I agree. Super cool card. Super cool card. All right. I was going to pull up a different card. We'll see if we can wait for Nate here to talk about that one.
Okay.
Give us your shows that are coming up. I know a lot of people are sitting here in the chat. Maybe some people met you before at different shows who are watching right now. Hopefully they have. But also I want to point out really quick, Tom said morals and ethics above money and golden rule. That's a great way to go. And Jim said the hobby would be robust if everyone who runs into me at card show gives me $5. Jim, I think that would also probably be beneficial for yourself. Yes. But tell me your show schedule coming up. Is it just Mint that's on the radar this upcoming week in the Mint Collective, or is there other things too?
So as a whole of the Too Thicc, we kind of, with Reckless Too Thicc, we are going to Mint. So we'll be in Mint all like Wednesday. I'm there Wednesday through Monday. So I'm going to have a ball. Jeremy, I think, goes a little bit earlier.
Okay.
And then after that, they are going to Petoskey, upper Michigan at that point. And then I'm going to try to go to that midnight, or what is it? The Monster in Indianapolis.
Midwest Monster in
Yes.
Indianapolis.
I've never been, but I've heard it was a good show. So,
I was there last June. I wasn't able to make it to the October one, but I was there last June, and that was a good show. I'm super excited. This year we're actually going to be setting up at the show. We're sponsoring the show too, so I'm very pumped.
All right, well then maybe I have to.
You got to go. If you don't go, Manny, I might as well just kick you out here right now.
Yeah,
just kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm gonna have to go, and then every month we go. Every third week of the month, we kind of go to this local show. It's in Lansing, the capital of Michigan. And it's in a mall, and the promoter there lets us set up. They're Too Thicc Reckless, and he's going to let us start doing like a live podcast from the show and kind of interview dealers and interview people to what they're buying. So we're kind of excited for that.
I love it. Nate is back, and Nate, I saved this question for you. Manny favored this card in tonight's auction, and I want Manny you to bring this up and why you wanted to point it out tonight. And Nate, I want you to go back and forth with Manny about this card in Franco himself and what you're seeing.
All right. So I brought this up because Wander, I seen him in person when ALCS we were talking about when I went to Fenway, and the dude's a monster. He didn't put up the numbers of what people expected last year, and so no one's talking about it. Everyone's talking about the new prospects. They're talking about Randy Arozarena because he was killing it for Mexico. Wander kind of got swept under the rug. So I think this is an opportunity to buy. The last sale has been $800 on this card, but prior to that, they were like around $2,000, I believe. I think I sent you a picture. And this was like in 2022, like last year. So I think this card is actually slept on, to be honest.
All right, so let's see here. With buyer's premium, that's another $150, right? 62.5 times 2. Mm-hmm. So we're talking 775 around last comp. I totally agree with you. Now, I am the world's #1 Randy Arozarena fan. Now that I just pulled an auto of his out of 5,
that was sweet.
you won't hear me say a bad thing about him. But you look at, Wander. The Dominican Republic did not do great and they did fine, but they didn't make it into the semifinals. Or the finals, obviously, of the World Baseball Classic. So then Wander isn't getting talked about. And then you go back to camp, and his spring training stats have been excellent. Only 9 games, but he has 2 doubles, 2 home runs, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, 300 batting average. It's one of those things where, like, I expect the walks and the strikeouts, right? I expect those to be similar. I expect him to be getting hits. Is he going to get to the power? And 4 extra base hits in 9 games, I like that. Mm-hmm. And so I definitely agree with you. I think he is wildly undervalued. There's going to be people that say, but he, power's not there. There's going to be people that say, he plays for the Rays. There's going to be people that say, he just doesn't look that special, yada, yada, yada. And I would point back to the same thing you were talking about, the playoffs 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
In his first playoffs, he was amazing. That doesn't just disappear, right? There has to be something majorly wrong for that to disappear. Like Christian Yelich broke his kneecap with a foul ball. Disappeared. That makes sense. I don't know how painful it is to break your kneecap. I imagine it's super, super painful. And I wouldn't probably be swinging very confidently after I came back from that. Wander didn't really have that. He did have injuries. And if you look at his stats last year and you look at his injuries that happened, and this card is amazing, the foil fracture there. If you look at his injuries, really good first month, really good last month, trying to play through injuries in the middle, terrible stats, ground ball percentage skyrocketed because he couldn't drive the ball and he was grounding over the top of it. And so it's one of those things where if he's healthy, he plays a lot more like month 1 or the last month of the year, not the middle. And then people are going to be blown away. So if you have the money, and you can buy this Wander Franco for $800, BGS 9.5. It's like, it's a pretty good choice.
Or
you might be able to cross it.
Or if you have the money and love pretty looking cards, this Bowman Platinum foil fracture is pretty sick.
Hey, Aaron, nice. Are we dudes or are we cowards?
I think I'm a coward when it comes to this card, but it's sick.
Yeah.
I mean, it is Bowman Platinum, but I don't normally like that type of stuff, but considering he came out in 2019 Bowman,
Yeah,
in 2019 Bowman
helps.
Platinum, I like it.
The only thing is that while it's a sick card, honestly, it's very hard to get over a sticker auto in baseball because there's so many on-card autographs in baseball. A lot easier to get over a sticker autograph in soccer when most of
No,
the
sticker
autos.
autos are awesome, especially when it comes to out of 5 Randy Rosarinas.
Trying to hype up his own card like a dummy.
I think we're Rays fans, Nate.
think
Aaron,
so.
I don't think you know this, but last year when we met at Mint, Nate and I spent an hour talking about how Brandon McKay was going to be the next best buy. And we talked all the way to Shake Shack when we walked to Shake Shack about Brandon McKay. And then he got hurt. So.
That's a tough scene. I think you just exposed Nate in like 30 seconds there.
Didn't pan out.
No, I mean, we were both like really hyped about him. It was between my wife saying, "Oh, I'm going to get this price for this card for Nate," and
That
me
was
and
the
Nate
Owen
talking
White.
about Brandon McKay. So,
Owen White.
Shout out to Adam Villegrass for having the sickest Brandon McKay collection in the world. He's got some amazing one-of-one pieces, super amazing cards. But awesome. Manny, what else do you have to share? The last thing that you want to say here, because we're winding up on our time here, so we're going to go and check out the favorites. And also, I don't want you to forget to bid on your No More as well. That's the other thing. But what do you have to say for these people here? And what's something, I guess, a piece of advice you got for people in the hobby?
Piece of advice: stay positive. Yes, the market's down, but people are happier, and I've seen it at card shows. So if you want some like positivity, DM me because I'm Mr. Positivity is what I've been. I'm always smiling on my podcast. It's all fun and games for me. So also, I did text you this, but you didn't answer, or Aaron, but typical.
Wow. Wow, Aaron.
Nate's the one that doesn't answer, but I want to give. I know you guys do a giveaway at the end of the show. Second place, 2 great SGC grades on me. I'll Venmo you the money. So whoever comes second will get 2 grades for Two Thicc fan. I'll say it's coming from Two Thicc. So Jeremy and I are going to put 2 grades up so they can send it to you and get cards graded for free.
I appreciate it. I did not. I know you asked me, how much it was, but I didn't see you say that. Well, hey, thank you so much, Manny, for doing that. So second place tonight. Look at that. A little bit extra Easter egg for being here in the SlabStox Sundays chat. Manny, that's amazing.
Yeah, and if you do like just entertainment, like Aaron and Nate are the best at data and crunching data and getting like values on cards. Two Thicc, we're entertainment. So if you like to laugh and you need a laugh, come listen to Two Thicc because
if you get bored of listening to Nate and I and you need someone to laugh at versus just Nate and I poking fun at each other, definitely go join Manny and Jeremy over at Two Thicc. Great people. Courtney, what's up?
Jeremy raised it to 5 slabs.
Oh, Jeremy,
he also called me cheap. So
you cheap jerk. 5 slabs is second place tonight. Okay, everyone. So make sure you hang out the entire episode because second place we get 5 slabs, and that is equal to a value of $90. $90 worth of grading with us at SlabStox Grading and SGC. So that's amazing.
Hey, Aaron, 1 second. I need to go log into my other YouTube and join the comment section here real quick.
I love it. And also because you're being so kind, I'll throw one more in there to get to $100 in value. So 6 grades to second place, and we'll throw in 1 too. That's amazing.
We have Fanatics money, so that's what it's coming from.
You?
No, that's what Jeremy says. So in our podcast, he tells all the guests that we have Fanatics money now. So we're just balling out, is what he says. But
I mean, 5 grades, you gotta have some massive stash, right?
Not me, it's Jeremy.
No, I'm just messing around. You guys are great. All right, Manny, bro, thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate you taking your time tonight. And everyone, make sure to follow Two Thicc Pod. And yes, Chelsea's better than Arsenal. And follow Manny B. Manny on Instagram as well. Hopefully I see you in the chat throughout tonight's stream, Manny.
Oh, I will. Thank you for having me.
All right, bro.
See you, Manny.
Yeah. Love you guys.
Love you too, bro. Bye.
See you, brother.
Bye. All right. That was Manny from Two Thicc Pod.
Fantastic.
Always a blast.
I'm sad I missed it.
Well, I
was on the phone with my brother whose birthday it was, and I hadn't got to talk to him today. So
there you go. Brotherly duties. All right, time to start chatting about some cards as we've got a few minutes left here. I want us to chat about this other one that we have going tonight because this thing actually has jumped quite a bit in value.
We have a card going?
A card selling. This just jumped like $100 in the last like 5 minutes as I was watching it. This is a messy gold refractor at 50 PSA 10. I actually got this from my man Jordan. Jordan, you in the chat tonight? We're about to see
Jordan was here earlier.
Yeah, no, I saw. We're about to see what this gold refractor PSA 10 sells for an open auction here. But this Messi's at 460 right now before buyer's premium. Let's hop over into the favorites and check out some of the different things that we're watching tonight. Taking the tonight to do, like I said, 27 different items up for sale. Kind of going to see how much they sell for and kind of re-strategize from here going forward on SlabStox Sundays. Maybe not grab crazy amounts of stuff tonight, but I have to say there's a crazy amount of sick cards up tonight. And Jeremy goes, just improved, not the last guy is gone. Nate, bro, there is some massive baseball selling. Look at these three.
Hear me out. What if we pick up that Ohtani?
There's just no chance. This thing's at 13 grand, almost 15 grand buyer's premium. It's at 16.2. The next bid already is at 15K. This thing is nasty though, bro.
Last sale was 18, but check this out. So obviously not this card, but if you're looking for something long-term, if Ohtani stays healthy, he will be a dude we talk about 100 years from
now. I would have to agree with you because we're talking about Babe Ruth, 100 years from then, and this guy is absolutely shattering like everything.
Now, obviously, Babe Ruth home run record, but it's just Babe Ruth. You know how many years Babe Ruth pitched and hit same year?
2. I heard it's 2 only. I didn't know that.
2.
This longevity, if he can stay healthy, will be crazy.
Yeah. So it's just one of those. It's one of those things. Yeah, he's not going to set records for home runs or anything like that. But this is the type of talent that will be discussed and will be cherished, especially in an entire nation like Japan. He will be the greatest athlete from Japan for generations, probably.
Yeah. Pretty crazy. Also, I'll bring this up because I was going to ignore it the rest of this. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking, Jordan. We were welcoming Manny earlier. But Jordan said, we're going to talk about how an Aaron Noah card will eventually show up in the PWCC auction. So I have some news to announce here, middle of the stream. Honestly, kind of caught me off guard this weekend, not going to lie. I guess that Cardboard Connection posted the checklist for Topps Big League Baseball like late Friday night, I think, or Saturday morning. I started getting texts from different people, started getting stories sent to me on Instagram. And yes, the rumors are true. I will be having a card in the upcoming Topps Big League Baseball release. Myself and 4 other content creators out there, including Jeff from Sports Card Investor, Ryan from Card Collector 2, Stephanie from Mama Break. Shout out Stephanie. Nate joined Stephanie's kids
so nice.
Day.
Can I just say that Stephanie, if you haven't got to meet Stephanie, she's so nice.
Yeah, Stephanie is an awesome lady. I actually met her at the National last year. And then Tim from SlabStox. The 5 of us will have a card in the upcoming Topps Big League Baseball release. That release every year is one of the lower dollar releases on the Topps product spectrum. And this year, I know that they're doing a lot to really target the product to have kids really get into collecting it. There's a lot of really crazy inserts in the set, as you can see with the Topps Trout insert that released, like is like a really big cartoon card.
That's a sweet card.
Super cool card. And then there's a few other insert sets. There's a lot of different things. But one of the insert sets is a short print set, including myself. And I'm going to be completely honest. I've gotten a lot of questions from a lot of people in text and messages. I have no idea what this card looks like. All I know is the picture that they have that they're going to use. But I don't know if it's going to be like a crazy insert like the Trout. I don't know, whatever it might be. So Jerry says, I want Aaron and Nate dual auto. So there was supposed to be autographs in this set of me. The autographs did not make it into the set because of needing to get the product, I guess, released on time. So now I will be 100% offering to sign any card that anyone has of me. If you send it into our PO box, I will sign it and send it back as quick as possible. I will literally sign any card that you send me of myself. And we can arrange to have Nate sign a dual auto for some special people requests for it. We can try to get two signatures on the card too for those that really want it.
I'll get a little picture of my head, paste it to your card, and then sign it underneath.
Now there's a lot of questions, it looks like, about one of ones, bounties on cards, different things like that. I don't know if there's going to be numbered cards because it's listed as a short print. Like I said, a lot of these details I really don't know yet. And I think that the stated release date of this set right now, oh geez, I forgot to bin like Kai Havertz.
It's coming up on the 31st.
Did I get this bid in? No way.
Aaron, I'm pretty sure it's releasing 31st.
So no, I looked at the schedule. It is supposed to be releasing on 31st, but I'm like, I really don't know a whole lot, to be honest. So I think we're all going to find out together here pretty soon about this set, about the card that I have and different things. It's been in the works for a bit. I'm pretty excited that I guess the word's out there. I didn't think it was going to be happening this soon, but hey, I'm pumped about it. And my hope is that we'll have a lot of different fun things to do with it. The hope is to do some break streams with it. I'm going to have some really cool information releasing probably within the next couple of weeks about it. Want to do some different kind of chases with the card, potentially setting up like almost like a scavenger hunt type of thing, and some cool rewards for people that want to collect the cards. So I'm very excited about it, but I thought I'd share a little bit about that because I think that Jordan brought up like 3 times tonight. So thanks, Jordan, for that. And also Leon Draisaitl sold for $340. So kind of smack dab in the money, I think, of what I paid for it. So that's cool. I mean, I wasn't sarcastic either. It was like 6 months later to not, to break even on a card actually really is that bad.
It should be mentioned that I definitely put that Drysdale in the email newsletter. I had no idea it was ours.
Okay, so there you go. In case anyone was wondering why that was in there, normally, we admit all those. Nate just was not in the know. Well, here we go. Now you know.
Now I know. Hey, real quick. Just an interesting story here. Real Music says he is better than Babe. Babe didn't play black people or Latinos. What's interesting here is that Babe Ruth did not play black people didn't get to play because of the Negro Leagues and then the MLB. He didn't play African American people in major leagues, but he did go on a lot of storming tours, and got to play Negro League players elsewhere, right, than a major league stadium, and he got a lot of hate for it, like a lot of hate for basically showing equal rights, right, well before it was popular thing to do amongst many of the white people of that day. So it's just kind of a cool,
that's cool.
Look at Babe,
very
man,
cool.
ahead of his time.
I've seen before where on certain cards it literally said like from a barnstorming game or whatever. I actually didn't know what that was. Now I do. So thanks for education. Congrats to anyone that was looking at different soccer cards that I completely missed when I was talking about the set. I will see what is left to potentially go after. Hey, what are you most excited about with opening day coming up? When's that coming?
That is happening Thursday.
Okay.
Brewers play at 1:20 against the Cubs in Wrigley, or 11:20 here. And number one, I'm excited to see, all the young guys that called up. We're at Jordan Walker. We're at Anthony Volpe. Where does it stop? I think Joey Weimer might make the team for starters, which would be really cool. And then from there, I'm excited for brats.
Did you say brats?
I eat pork brats one time a year because they don't sit well with me. So it's opening day, and I'm very pumped.
So one time a year, you take it upon yourself to absolutely get smoked, and it's opening day.
Yep.
Will there be some beers involved with the brats?
Oh yeah.
Oh, actually, this is bad.
I have my beers. I'm going to boil the brats in already because my parents were here, and my mom wanted some Pilsners, and they were the worst things my dad and I have ever drank in our entire life. So the last 3, I was just going to dump them out to get them out of my house, but I said, no, boil my brats in them.
That's exactly.
I mean, it was truly a top 1 worst beer I've ever drank.
Really?
Yeah.
What type was this?
It was a Pilsner, which is a kind of a trash beer anyways.
Hey, that's just a type of beer, but that's not like a brand of beer I meant.
No, I don't remember the brand.
Okay, so something random. It wasn't like Bud Light, which is also trash.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I like Bud Light better than Miller Lite, to be fair.
No, that's not
No,
fair
that's
at all.
100% serious.
I can't agree with that statement. I just can't. Dexflow Toy says, I miss Sam Dunks.
Sam
We all
Dunks.
miss Sam Dunks. Yes. What up, what up, what up?
What up, what up, what up? Sam Dunks.
What a great guy. For those soccer fans out there, this card's kind of funny. You got Cristiano Ronaldo, one of the greatest of all time, Gareth Bale, Prime Bale, one of the most talented of all time, or at least of his era. And then Alvaro Morata on the bottom there. Pretty big Chelsea flop. Now plays in Atletico Madrid as a Spanish national team player. But just a funny card, kind of. We got the triples like that.
This is the broadest, wildest take I've ever seen in my entire life. All American beer is trash. The amount of microbreweries in America.
Wait. What if the actual name of the beer is All American? Like that's the brand name.
Oh, that could be. That could be. If it's not, that's a wild take. And Jerry, as for my go-to type of beer, I've been getting really into stouts lately.
Really?
Yeah. Now that I can't drink IPAs because that also doesn't sit well with me anymore.
Yeah.
I have been moving more into darker beers. So,
Big John, you really got to do that like this? Go Cubbies. You know we don't like the Cubs.
John, it's on Thursday.
Wait, do we? Is that our first series?
Yeah, we play Cubs in Wrigley.
Wow, it's already this Thursday, bro. That's crazy. Wow, I can't believe that.
We should have had Big John on just so we could talk back and forth about how the Cubs are going to be terrible.
True. Maybe a future one, unless if Big John's up for it. Steven Stamkos Golden Treasure 1 of 1 PSA 10. I just gotta point out how insanely cool this card looks. I don't know why, but like they crushed the superfractor design of this card. And I know that the legging's a little dim on it too. I think this card would look even better in hand. It's crazy. It's crazy looking. Very cool. And I hope that Messi gets another bid there. The Travi and Luka Modric we had going ended, I think, for final price with buyer's premium of 432, which is pretty good. I was hoping for that to hit 400, so I'll take that. But we have a few bids out there. Let's see what sticks and what does not. Nate, what's the prediction for the Brewers this year? Where are you at?
Okay, well, here I'll answer your question with a question. What's your prediction for the health of the starting rotation?
I hope healthy.
So it all depends on that because the offense will be okay. The defense will be fine. I think the bullpen will be okay. If the starting rotation is healthy 1 through 5 and we get, 200 innings from Burns and 200 innings from Woodruff and 170 innings from Lauer, Peralta, and Wade Miley, I think that's probably...
I forgot about him. He's back.
Yeah. And even if we don't get 150 innings from Wade Miley, Aaron Ashby's probably better at this point. Or if Adrian Hauser is healthy, we've got options to be able to take those places.
Wait, does that mean that our bullpen's not loaded?
Well, yeah, we're gonna have Ashby and Hauser likely in there along with Devin Williams and guys like that. So it should be pretty good. But it's not Josh Hader, right? And Devin Williams at the back end. Yeah. But if specifically if the big three of Woodruff, Peralta, and Burns stay healthy, we should be pretty good. Last year we missed a ton of innings from Peralta, and Woodruff pitched 150. Peralta pitched like 102. That's realistically, that's probably 120 innings you're missing from both those guys.
Yeah, that's brutal.
And we missed the playoffs by 1 game. So
that was very hard to stomach last year. I know even harder for you, but that was brutality.
Yeah.
I hope we don't have to witness that again.
Yeah. So it's essentially we don't have the offense to compete with other teams. We don't likely have the defense. The defense has been looking up with all the young guys we're bringing in. And the bullpen should be middle of the pack to a little bit better, but it's If the rotation is healthy, it's a top 5 rotation. If it's not
Okay.
healthy, it sinks from there.
Got you. Manny, I hope that you're about to win what I think you're about to win. I really hope so. And I am failing at winning things. Nate, did you see this card in this auction?
Mm-hmm.
So this here is a platinum 1 of 1 Next Stop Stardom from 2018, Ohtani's rookie year of Justin Upton's on the back of the card, but or on the back of the golf cart. But Ohtani and Trout, that is a super cool card, bro. Like, especially with the World Baseball Classic just happening. It's the 1 of 1, yes, PSA authentic, but what a marvelous card. Now it's at $3,100. Technically, Ohtani rookie, but just cool, man. I like it a lot.
It is a sweet card. It's also one of those cards that I feel like I've been thinking a lot about like long-term prospects of cards.
Yeah.
I feel like in like 40 years, you see a card like that, there's going to be multiple people that just have to have it.
Let's go. Manny won the Nomar Garcia par, number out of 100. Congrats, man. It was a good price on that as well. Big John says, Nate, if Brewers won, I will send you all my Keston Hero rookies.
Rip. Big John, I don't know if you saw the news, but Keston Hero is probably gone.
That's probably why he's sending them, because he knows that they're not worth anything anymore. No, I'm just messing. I hope he does end up on a good situation maybe for him, and hopefully has a good.
How crazy is this?
So what, this card?
Just a second year.
Yeah.
Pat
I was going to ask you. I mean, this is like the only time I've ever seen Pat Bradashas be speckle. Like, what do you think about that?
I hate it. I don't like it at all.
To put it lightly, I don't like it either. I'm kind of in the camp as Nate. I need my Pat Bradashas to have that sapphire cracked ice, look. But it's different for sure. It's not a first Bowman. It's at $2,000 now. And also, I had to favorite some Jordan Love cards just to really make myself sad while watching this auction.
Think of how much money we could have made without even having to see him play if we just bought.
Yep. And I don't think we've talked about this since last time, but I made an Instagram Reels, went out there to the Instagram world, and I talked about all the different Jordan Loves that we bid on this auction specifically and failed to win, and it ended up being 48 within a year. It's probably close to like 40 within like 3 to 4 months. How did we not win one? Most recently in January, I was like the underbidder. I literally was like $10 away from winning the impeccable dual patch auto, one being a helmet for like $150 or something like that. Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, we're cowards. That's what it is.
But I really hope he does well for us. And I hope that Rodgers situation kind of gets solved fast here as we approach the draft. Stephon Diggs, 1 of 1 logo shield. This is the real deal. The real 1 of 1 logo shield. Stephon Diggs here. PSA 6 is at $4,300. Crazy price in that bad boy. I mean, I get it. It's the best card of him, but still big value.
Hey, we got a couple of wins here.
Yeah.
Big John won a Star Wars Finest Kasoka Reeves out of 50. I assume that's gold. Kevin Cormier won a Edgar Martinez auto out of 5. Wow. Edgar Martinez auto out of 5 for $24. Like,
was that non-licensed? Was that non-licensed or was it licensed?
Yeah, was that non-licensed, Kevin? Regardless, we're talking about a Hall of Famer and one of the greatest Mariners of all time.
That's true. That is true.
Also, real quick, shout out to Nick Foles. He said, I saw Nate drinking Untitled Art Stout one night. That man knows a good beer. Untitled Art German chocolate cake is the best beer I've ever had in my entire life.
I remember you said that.
As good as it gets.
Sounds nice. Never had it.
It was nice. You should find it's from Madison. You should find
it. Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's got to be around here then, obviously.
Yeah. I bet you could probably look up on where Untitled Art is distributed and find a place in Milwaukee. You could find it.
Callum Hudson-Odoi, so much promise, so little production up to this point. He's now on loan at Leverkusen. Probably will never see him break through for Chelsea, but he was said to be one of the most dynamic wingers out there. Messi does not have a bid yet. That currently will end around would that be like 650 or something like that? Somewhere in that range, 640. Excited to see if it closes higher, but I am actually pretty happy at that. I was actually hoping for it to just hit 500 with the buyer's premium.
Did we make money?
Yes, we did. Jordan gave me a nice price on it.
That's all that matters.
Jordan. Also, I saw that. I was just going to point that card out because I was actually just looking at it like 2 seconds ago. Jordan Walker, Blue Refractor out, SGC 1010. Jacob just won it. Jacob with the big bet before the debut. Imagine a big outing to start. And also, you did get a question from Rob. Who's y'all's prediction for Rookie of the Year in baseball this year? Both AL and NL. Go ahead, Nate.
So for NL, I mean, the easy choice is Jordan Walker or Corbin Carroll. For AL, it's a little bit more cloudy. There's a lot of interesting young kids, the Gunnar Hendersons, right? The Anthony Volpes. It's a good question. I feel like I want to go with somebody else, so I'm going to go with who I went with on the Dinging Corners podcast and go Oscar Colas for the White Sox.
Yeah, I just saw he got called up too, right?
Well, I didn't see he actually got called up or not, but I heard that they're putting up banners of him. I don't remember who said this. It might have been down on the farm, but was putting up banners of him around the White Sox stadium. So
I can tell you as of today, he's making the opening day roster.
Sweet. I'm going with Oscar Colas.
Saw it on Twitter. Ezekiel Tovar. How's that, Nate? How's that name ring for you?
The Rockies. I don't like to bet on. I don't like to bet on any Rocky. And Jim says Brett Beatty. Well, Brett Beatty's starting the year in AAA, so he'd have to do some catching up if he were to get called up, considering Corbin Carroll and Jordan Walker are starting in the majors.
Any other wins tonight, everyone? Please be sure to throw them in the chat. We got the Portugal 2014 Prism Blue team card, and also I'm hoping to get that Brazil one here. Kind of a cool set from some great teams out there. That neither of them won that World Cup, but cool cards nonetheless. And then there's right now 817 items left in this auction, including the Pop 1 of Buster Posey. Nate, I didn't see that. Well, I did see this was up for sale, but I kind of glossed over the fact and forgot about how it was a Pop 1. Remember we covered this in the Daily Side newsletter thing at one point?
I did not realize it was a Pop 1. We've had a couple BGS 9.5s that have sold in the last like 6 months here.
You definitely knew this. Well, I'm not saying you remembered it as a Pop 1, but I think you knew it as a Pop 1 because we did cover this back in November when it sold, because it sold sold like 5 times ever as the. Oh, okay. Pop 1 as a 10-10 with the autograph. It's a Pop 5 total as a PSA 10. I was like, I was just gonna say, I feel like that'd be this.
That seems kind of lame. I don't feel like that would count as a Pop 1.
Yeah, I mean, I think that PSA just classifies them as different card grades, really. But still, I mean, it's actually about to outsell the last copy of this, which is kind of surprising. Well, I guess maybe the 10 autograph is helping it. 11,700. This is the next bid for. Last sale is 10,200. Oh man, this Dirk rookie's so wild. He looks so like different with the hair like that. It's got kind of like the Dwight Schrute hair going on there a little bit. A little longer though. What's the expectations for the Cardinals this year? Because DeAndre Hopkins is supposedly going to be on the move. Do you hear this? Do you hear the Cardinals want a Christian McCaffrey-like package for DeAndre Hopkins?
I don't think that's going to happen. I could be wrong.
One guy was drafted in 2013 and plays wide receiver and is just suspended recently. The other guy literally plays like wide receiver and running back, much younger. Although a little bit of injury history. Injury history. But still, like completely different player. And also the 49ers got that, or the Panthers got that, I feel like, too, specifically because the 49ers had a really good shot to contend for a Super Bowl.
Yeah. It's interesting what would have happened if, they didn't have every quarterback they owned get injured, if they could have won last year.
I agree. Big John, always keeping it with the theme, won the AO Densumo Downer Signature Series rookie auto. Congrats to you.
A couple other wins in here. Jack won a first edition Charizard.
Right.
John won a Ty Cobb red portrait.
Wow.
Kenny Tucker won a K Pitt. Should I know? I'm trying to figure out what K Pitt is.
I think that might be Kyle Pitts.
Maybe it is Black Prism rookie, which would be a 1-of-1.
Imagine DeAndre Hopkins on the Chiefs with Patrick Mahomes.
Ooh, that would be nothing. That would be nothing. I was reading Jacob's comment. The Cardinals also stole D-Hop for nothing, and I ended up finishing off my sentence with nothing when I did not mean that. That would be nothing.
Yeah, who cares about that? No, that's funny. That'd be quite good, I'd say.
That would.
There's a lot of Pokemon left here. Lamar Jackson, I've heard the Vikings name thrown around with them last week or something like that. I don't know if you heard that.
I don't know. I didn't see anything. I find the Lamar Jackson thing to be wild to me.
It's really, really interesting.
Like the amount of money people spend on quarterbacks to get meh production from these guys. I mean, Daniel Jones just signed for $40 million.
Yeah.
And I get that he had a good year last year. He doesn't turn the ball over, yada, yada, yada. I'd much rather have the upside of Lamar Jackson than at like the same price than Daniel Jones.
I think I too would rather have that. Definitely.
Like, I don't think the upside of Daniel Jones is a Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
So then you're just paying him money, just like Kirk Cousins. The upside of paying Kirk Cousins all that money is not a Super Bowl. So then you're just I don't know. I feel I could be wrong. I feel as though Lamar Jackson has Super Bowl upside and these other guys don't. So I'd rather pay him, $5 million more a year than a Daniel Jones, if that's what I'm having to pay Daniel Jones.
Right. I would agree with you on that. And also, like, one's already won an MVP. And like you said, the upside feels higher. Now, I just passed up this card earlier. I was on it. There it is. He just signed with the Jets. McCole Hardman.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That means that the Chiefs are down to, and Juju Smith-Schuster signed with someone else.
Mm-hmm.
Who's catching the ball in, other than Travis Kelce in Kansas City.
And Travis Kelce's going to be what, 34 next year?
Yeah.
Even though he hasn't slowed down yet. Yeah, that's a bit of a concern. But you can't pay everyone, right? Even though Hardman only signed a 1-year deal, which is for like $6.5 million or something. But
yeah, I mean, what is that like improving? Oh,
but you also have Mark. What?
Yeah, Valdez Scantling, and then they traded for Kadarius Toney. I forgot about those two guys.
Yeah.
And Sky Moore was a second-round pick last year. So, I mean, I guess they had more than I thought, but still lost a couple of guys.
Still not exactly what you dream on, but I don't think Mecole Hardman, Juju Smith-Schuster added to that group makes me any more energetic about it, and they still won a Super Bowl, right?
Yeah, so. And Matthew's also right. Kadarius Toney's stock going up with Hardman signing, more opportunity. So many Jordan Love cards in here just rubbing my face every time I scroll past. Oh, I wonder if one of our cards will be one of the last remaining tonight. This is actually one of ours right here. It's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's funny. Never have I just scrolled past one of ours there.
Never have we sold something interesting enough.
No, that is not true. Lewis Hamilton, one time we did a card make it to the top 10, and we haven't had a card do that since. That was only one time. We still have like 4. We still have quite a bit of cards live right now.
We got what are we at here? 6 minutes.
What is going on with my thing? See, it's weird.
I have no idea.
These are ours right here. Thor at 41. Drax.
Where did you get? What are those?
I grabbed these raw for like super cheap and sent them to SGC graded. They're Avengers, or not Marvel.
So super cheap means you're making money on that, huh?
Not. I remember it was cheap compared to what they were selling for. Honestly, I'd have to go back and look. This is probably around, maybe break even cost with the grading. But I bought these quite some time ago, and probably should have sold one quite some time ago too. They sat in a stack for a while, and actually all of them just ended. So pretty cool cards though, honestly. So congrats to whoever got those. No, they did receive bids. I just can't bid on them, I guess, obviously because I'm selling them. I don't know if that's what BMC was asking. Good luck to Kenny here. I will have a Bobby Wood Jr. rookie for sale next weekend.
Hopefully he has a massive opening weekend.
Yeah, that'd be great. Good luck. And then what do you guys think of this Trout Ohtani Platinum 1-1 on a golf cart? We did talk about this maybe 15 minutes ago. Love the card. Like, love it from a unique standpoint. And it is part of the flagship base set. I don't know if people think that Justin Upton creeping to the back here ruins the card at all, but you still got Ohtani and Trout down there on the PSA label too, which is pretty cool. It's at $3,800 also, 1-of-1 platinum. Hard to go wrong with that. I know Nate was talking about how you look up 40 years from now, you feel like that card just matters.
Yeah.
Hopefully it matters because they do sign the playoffs too.
And Nathan Seawack, I don't know, says the issue with Lamar is the downside. He is essentially a running back with injuries, and injuries are piling up. He wants way too much guaranteed money for a guy who hasn't been on the field much recently. And that is understandable. I guess for me, if I were running a team, do I want to tread in the middle and get a bunch of, 15 to 25th overall first round picks and never really have the quarterback to make a Super Bowl? Or would I rather swing for the fences and try to get a quarterback that can win a Super Bowl? And if he's injured, at least now you have to give up 2 first rounders because of the non-exclusive franchise tag he signed. So you'd have to give up picks, which would stink. But it's just like, I'd rather have the downside and then the upside than just being stuck in the middle. Like the Milwaukee Bucks were stuck in the middle for years and years and years and years, and they had a terrible team, and it took absolute pure luck getting Giannis with the 15th pick to get them out of that. Mm-hmm. And I know this is 2 different sports, but it's like, ugh.
I got to point out here, I was going to bring this up too. M. Clipper says Deshaun Watson given a ton and he didn't play for 20 months. Now, Jim also brings up Deshaun Watson was a mistake. Unfortunately, that Deshaun Watson contract, everyone's looking at it and seeing all that fully guaranteed money and saying, well, I'm better than Deshaun, or I've done better than Deshaun, or I've played more than Deshaun, so I should get that too. And really, the Browns were just stupid.
It's the Browns being stupid. It was the Jaguars being stupid. Christian Kirk had a great year.
He did have a good year.
The Jaguars being stupid with Christian Kirk contract that forced everyone else into having to pay their wide receivers $1 billion.
Yeah.
If Christian Kirk doesn't sign that contract, is Devontae Adams a Packer? Is Tyreek Hill a Chief?
Well, Tyreek Hill might be a Chief, but I don't think Devontae Adams is a Packer because I know we offered him a pretty fat contract before.
That's true.
But either way, you're right. There probably is some more different situations with the contracts in the league for sure. Isn't Lamar expected to make more than Josh Allen? If so, Nate, would you be willing to bet over $250 million on Lamar? Next time Josh Allen's contract comes back up, it'll probably be bigger than Lamar's, what he'll have right now.
To be fair, since it's not my money, yes. Yes, I would. But also, I mean, look at it. I look at teams like the Bears. The Bears are excited about Justin Fields, who was so-so last year. Not a very good passer, was good at rushing. The Bears are excited. They had Jay Cutler as like the best QB of their entire careers. Jay Cutler, no 4,000-yard passing seasons. He was just merely okay. And you look at these teams, the Titans running out Ryan Tannehill and teams like that, and it's like, at least there's upside. with Lamar. I know the downside is drastic, but at least there's upside. And I would rather swing for the fences than meekly run out a team like the Titans running out Derrick Henry, one of the best running backs in football, and wasting his years with Ryan Tannehill.
You want to see a card I'm excited about that's still ending tonight?
See.
This one. Because it's ours. And it's sick.
Ooh, I remember
and
this
got
card.
it. Yeah, I got it in Minnesota at the card show in the mall in I think it's in Maplewood. It is the Alloyans Gold number 25 of McDavid and Drysdale, 2 top point scorers. I believe that they still have 2 top point scorers in the NHL. It's at 150. We have made it to the 1 minute windows, Nate, and we have got exactly 2 cards left for sale. This one and the Ronaldo. So we'll see. Maybe one of them sneaks into the end. Pretty cool. Oh, I just lost out on that Kai. That stinks. Oh, by the way, we'll be having 2 baseball card giveaways along with the 6 SGC grades tonight. For anyone watching, be sure to stick around and see what we got to give away. I got distracted by Michael's comment. I will try to be quiet for you, Michael. But yes, we will be having 3 different giveaways, so be sure to stick around as we will run those giveaways as soon as we kind of get down to the last cards here.
I am so fascinated by Anthony Richardson. All of the physical tools you could ever want, none of the stats to back it up.
Dude, his completion percentage is so bad.
Yeah. Now, of course, so is Josh Allen's, and we look at Josh Allen, he's a stud. But it's still like just a fun, like, I wouldn't want to be the well,
Nate, but the problem is that people talked about Josh Allen as maybe getting to the accuracy. Everything I heard about Anthony Richardson when he's playing for Florida is this guy can't hit a brick wall that doesn't move.
It's again the same swinging for the fences thing I like to talk about with Lamar, but swinging for the fences with Lamar, at least he's proven it. With Anthony Richardson, he's just the size of Cam Newton. He's the size of Josh Allen. He's got speed. He's got an arm. He's got a cannon, yada, yada, yada. But, man, he just hasn't done a thing.
I believe this just sold. Really nice sale on this for $630 for the red jersey or red kit, Ronaldo PSA 10 from 2004 there. That actually was quite a bit more than what we paid for, which is nice to see. That's cool. I know. Feels good. I really like that Pedri, but it will pass. We got a lot of Pedri. Now, where is that card that I'm not supposed to be talking about, but I guess I can show it. Or unless did it sell? Oh, no, it's still there. Still kicking.
Still going.
Still kicking. Still kicking.
Let's get it to last 24.
I would like that. I mean, that'd be a first time in a long, long, long time. Wow. Very expensive card right there with the Prism or Select Gold Av 10 PSA 10 of Messi. And that Platinum 1-of-1's up to $4,200. Jersey number Ronaldo gold out of 10 sign as well, along with 2 1-of-1 gold vinyls of Judge from non-licensed baseball products, Optics 2018, Select 2020.
That's wild, those prices.
I remember way back when I bought 2018 Optic, first off the line boxes, a ton of them, probably like 10, because they were so cheap. Like so cheap. And like this is way back in 2018. I ripped them all. And I hit a ton of Ohtani rookies, which I no longer have, I'm sure. Probably gave it away to kids, honestly, at the National and stuff. Hit my first ever 1-of-1 is a gold vinyl, obviously not a superfractor, but like Jacoby Jones superfractor auto. Wow, even base of Ohtani from the Optic set, Nate, sell for like $20. Non-licensed.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I wonder if our card's done. I should have went and looked. Oh, and it ends. It does not make it. But that is a good sale on that bad boy. I'm happy about that.
I remember when you bought that. How do you say that guy's last name again?
Dry sale.
Dry sale?
Yeah, Leon Dry sale.
No T pronunciation.
Maybe there's a little subtlety, but
okay. I'm just trying to get it down.
I think it's like Leon Drysdale. Like I don't think there's really none. It kind of blends in with the S.
All right.
But there we go. 234. I'm pretty sure I bought this raw for quite a bit less than that. So shout out to SGC for that 9.5. Had to be around 100 and 100.
What's the B show? BEE.
What?
Justin
What's
says,
the-
"Are you going to be at the next B show?" But I don't know what that is.
I'm not sure what that is either. Actually, I think we got Chris coming with the correct name here. Dreisaitl.
Dreisaitl? Okay. Dreisaitl.
There we go. Leon Dreisaitl.
You do pronounce the T.
You do. Look at me listening to. I've watched Oilers play plenty of games. I guess it just didn't stick with me.
For the first time, I always thought it was Anthony Volpe, right?
What is it? Is it Volpe?
And Jimbo was like, "Is it Anthony Volpe or Anthony Volpe?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I always said Volpe, but I'd never heard the name." And then finally, I heard the name on a broadcast, and I said, "Yes, there it is, Volpe."
Oh, it was Volpe.
Yep.
All right, nice.
Ship Shawana.
What about it?
That's the B show.
Oh, yeah. B Sports Cards. I should have thought about that. I don't know why I didn't. Why I didn't put that together. When's the next one? A couple months, probably. I think they do that every 3 months.
Is the Kalahari show a thing anymore?
That is not a thing anymore. We're at 39 cards left. 39 cards left.
Is the Spokane Convention Center show a thing?
Should it be a thing?
It should be. I should put it on.
I'm trying to think of you running an event. I'm not sure how to go.
It would be terrible.
Oh my gosh. Could you imagine I'm trying to have to keep all that stuff straight?
I could not.
Jose. I should buy this.
For your mom.
Yeah, Kevon Looney Galactic. Shout out Hamilton High School. Wow, one of these sold for $80 back on September 28th. Maybe the exact same slab. 252. This is not the exact same slab, it's a pop 3. But wow, a little bump there in price for him. The old Kevon Looney from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And gets it didn't get our bid. And it's going down. Nate, I want this. Oh no.
What?
Oh, it's still going. Bobby Portis Galactic rookie.
Ooh, I like that. Look at that. Look at you looking at cards of teams that aren't in 11th place. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, aren't they pretty close to that?
What?
Or were they in like 9th place or something?
Bobby Portis on the Bucks? Are you talking Bulls? Are you talking Bulls right now?
I thought you, when you said looking, I'm like, I'm looking at a Bulls card.
Oh,
I see what you're saying. You're confusing me. Obviously, I know he plays for the Bucks.
I'm just throwing shots at Manny still. That's all.
Dang, I like this.
It is pretty cool.
No sales history on this card. The last one was 2016.
That feels like one of those cards, though, that like, if you're buying it to have, because there's no reselling it for that much, probably ever.
Never said I was going to resell it for much, dude. I got the sickest championship tag, Bobby Portis of all time.
I know. I'm just thinking it through with you.
Thinking it through, yeah. I may take a pass on because it is well over $100 now, but dang, it's nasty. A lot of 2015 Revolution Galactics up for sale here. These might be I can't think of his name on Twitter or in Instagram.
Super rare, right?
Mission Sports Cards. Oh, they're very rare. They gotta be like 20 or less, I feel. Especially the 2015s. So sick. Next Burbank show is gonna be sick. I will be there. Nate will be there. 800 tables about. Hector says the convention center looks massive. That's gonna be like probably the second biggest show in the country now behind the National.
Sweet. Hey, I had a great time at the last Burbank.
Yeah. Oh, Nate, holy cow, we're down to 20.
Oh.
All right, we better pick it. I'm taking the Bobby. If I can't buy it, I'm going to take the Bobby to finish last.
All right, I'm going with Trout and Ohtani.
Oh, you're going for the big one tonight.
Hooking my horse to that cart.
Going for the big one. Okay.
Watch it be the first one gone.
It really be that way sometimes, right?
Yep. I mean, I can't win with my normal process, so I might as well just go big or go home.
Our Jordan Walker next week is already at $52, 25% of the way there. I literally just listed that like last night.
Yeah, I got it for 200. So
Let's see what happens. Hopefully, it's a huge, huge debut. I didn't really think that that'd be ending after, but it will be. Bobby Porras might end here. Trout might end here.
Stop it.
I don't know. It's not looking good.
It's not looking good, but there's a lot of things that don't have bids right now. So,
yeah. And
oh boy,
we're both done. Wow. Oh,
yes.
you just sneaked it. It's not looking good for you to keep going.
No, but it just needs to be that one person that's like, fine, I'll put in a bid, and then the next person puts in a bid, and then that next person's like, fine, I'll keep going, put in a bid.
So you're telling me that because it lasted so long there that people are now more intrigued?
Yeah, that's how it works. Or what I need is all of these cards to end right here.
True. 2007 Great Lakes, Clayton Kershaw. I've never seen this.
Yeah, I have minor league cards through minor league teams.
No idea what you just said there.
I said a lot of teams put out minor league cards every year. And you
also, I gotta say, Wisconsin's one of the last 8 teams remaining in tournament play this year for the NCAA. Can you believe that Kansas lost in the second game?
Kansas women is still going in the women's NIT. So thank you very much.
The women's. I think I'm gonna say the March Madness or the women's. Iowa's still going in the. They're actually playing right now.
Heyo, it's still going.
Oh, Iowa's killing Louisville.
Dude, Caitlin Clark.
Yeah. She got 36 points, 11 assists, 8 rebounds, 8 for 14 for 3.
Wow.
Insane.
Dude, I can't believe the Final Four is 4 seed, 5 seed, 5 seed, 9 seed. No 1s, no 2s, no 3s.
Texas broke my heart tonight. I don't even want to talk about it. Please, everyone, drop a number 1 in the chats. Drop another 1 in the chat to enter the giveaway. There's going to be 3 winners tonight. First place we'll end up getting. Let's go look at it. Well, actually,
wait, don't go look. Don't go look, bro.
I'll be back in time. I'll be back in time. Just chill. First place we'll end up getting, I think, this Randy Rosarena because it'll be fun because Nate's excited about him now. And then last place we'll get the Vladimir Guerrero Jr. PS9 rookie card. And then I want to keep the Heritage Action. I love Heritage Actions. And then second place we'll get the 6 slab giveaway thanks to Manny and Jeremy from Thicc Pod.
Hey, top 6, not 6. Let's go.
Done with this. If you win with that,
wouldn't that be amazing?
Yes, it would be.
What if they all end? Oh, come on. Bobby Moore. You stink. Hey, did you see that guy? Did you see that goalie, that 39-year-old goalie that signed with Wrexham?
Yeah, I did. People were really excited about it. I think he had a clean sheet in his first game, too. 3-0.
Yeah. Like Tottenham was trying to get him out of retirement and teams like that. It's like,
because Lloris got hurt.
Trying to get you out of retirement and you go sign with the bottom rung. You should probably be stopping every shot in the history of mankind.
Yeah, you probably move like way faster than that ball is moving. Tech actually alerted me of that. So thank you, Tech, if you're here tonight.
He alerted me of it as well.
Oh, there we go.
I said, am I supposed to know who this guy is? Because I don't.
I didn't know who he was before that, so no. He played for Watford, I think. Last time he was in the Prem was with Watford, though. I gotta get me a
All right, hey, you want to refresh that page just so I can see where I'm at? Because I can't see the bottom 2, and I don't know if they're still going or not. They're still going. All right. I was not wrong. I said top 6, not 6. I'll take top 5. That's way better than what I've been doing lately. So I'll take it.
Oh, I see what you're saying. That one's sold. My bad. Will it end here is the question.
I don't think I'm going on, but I'll take top 5.
I'm going to close the giveaway off here at 10:14 p.m.
Yes!
Central Time. Oh, my gosh. You got to be kidding me.
Yes!
I'm going to close the giveaway off here at 10:14 p.m. Central Time. So please, everyone, join the giveaway right now. What's that guy's name? Paul Mullen. Paul Mullen does not have.
I'm legit surprised somebody hasn't signed a Panini or whatever hasn't signed some of those.
They will be.
Signed some of those bottom leagues just to be able to make Wrexham cards.
Well, Fanatics should really just make a Wrexham specific set.
Yeah, because
I'm sure that they will.
Yeah,
I'd be shocked if they don't announce that deal in the next 6 months.
Well, I've been waiting for Allen and Ginter to get me the rest of the
close the giveaway.
It's Always Sunny cast autos, and they haven't done that. And I also wanted a what's his name?
Oh,
yeah, there it is.
Oh, tough luck. All right, I'm gonna pull up the list of names for the giveaway here. Who are you talking about?
Jason Alexander, the rookie pitcher, relief pitcher for the Brewers last year. I really wanted them to come out with a dual auto Jason Alexander from Seinfeld.
How funny would that be?
Haven't seen that either.
No. Does Jason Alexander have a baseball card? Did they make him last year?
I don't. Well, it'd be this year probably. I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
George Costanza has a baseball card though.
I do know that the National Treasure set.
Yeah, I want that card so bad.
Dude, they sell for quite a bit.
Yeah, it's like $1,000.
Yeah. All right.
Sweet card though. I'll take top 4.
I mean, not bad considering I maybe lasted one window. Good odds to win tonight's giveaway, everyone. There will be 3 total winners. Sorry to Real Music and Jordan, you just missed the line at the very end. 3 randoms. Number 1 gets the Randy Rosarena. Last place gets Vladimir Guerrero Jr. card, and then second place gets 6 free grades with SlabStox grading with SGC. Thanks to Thicc Pod, Jeremy, and Manny. Thanks so much, guys, for that. And Manny, thanks for coming on the show tonight. 1, 2. Big John on top.
All right. I am going
Hugo.
BMC.
Oh, wow. I went Hugo. You went BMC. 26 and 27. Good luck, everyone. Andrew in first place. Fred gets the free grading. And TB Incognito gets the Vlad at last place. So congrats to all of you. Please make sure you email us. Fred with the big grading W. Thank you, Manny and Jeremy, once again. info@slabstox.com is going to be the place to email to claim your giveaway winnings. Make sure to hit the My PWCC account in your top right corner. Hit the preferences, copy, and email to me your character key. It's very long. You can't miss it. Make sure you copy and paste that character key and send it to us, and we will get you those giveaways. And Fred, congratulations. Fred, are you here? Fred is here. You get 6 free grades with our grading submission with SGC. So be sure to email me on how to claim those. I'll get you a coupon code for our website submission so you can unlock that free grading and submit an order to us. Yes, bro, watch this. I was just about to say last week's giveaways. I completely blew it with transfers. I will transfer those at the exact same time I transfer this week's, bro. Watch this. I always transfer those before the next episode. Forgot to do it so this time. So thank you for that reminder. All right, Nate. Anything else?
Good show. Manny, thanks for coming on. Always enjoyable to hear from Manny in person as opposed to when he's harassing me in the comment section because his soccer team's trash. But,
Can you believe by the next time they'll be live here on Sunday, baseball will have started?
I cannot. I'm so excited. You have no idea. Well, you do have an idea. I'm so excited. And what's even better is I cannot wait to watch the Mariners. Jared Kelenich's playing well and Julio's playing well, and I live in Washington now. Oh, man, I will do whatever it takes to get out to the east side of the state to watch them live.
Very cool. All right, everyone. Appreciate y'all for joining us. Next week, Sunday, same time, 9:45 p.m. Eastern time. Tomorrow night, SlabStox Live, 6 p.m. Eastern time. We'll see you all there and have a great night and great rest of your weekend.
See you guys.